Hello and welcome to the first annual running of the Iowa Corn 350 powered by ethanol. Last week we had the first running of the Coca-Cola 600, and this week it's another new venue for the Cup Series. It's going to be Iowa Speedway. These drivers ready to take on this track for the very first time, just under a mile, and very low banked for this track, but it's racing like a short track and a mile-and-a-half hybrid. So I have to take a look at all the action that's getting ready to happen, but I'll also take a look at the action in the playoff standings right now. Kyle Busch, 21 plus, basically locked into the playoffs. Chris Buescher and Reddick just barely into the playoffs with Chase Elliott 4-, Cindric 6-, Wallace 9-, as well as Gregson. Keep an eye on those drivers today. Hopefully they can all have good runs so we can have a really good fight going to Lernersville. Anyway, let's take a look at your ones to watch. Denny Hamlin starting on the pole, fast in qualifying, made some adjustments in practice. He got that car tuned up, was able to get the pole. Brendan Queen, late model driver, races in the Cars Tour, got the offer from Trackhouse racing the 91 car. He should be able to do well today, starting 13th. Chase Elliott starting 5th today. Was fastest in practice, but messed up in qualifying. Had a little bobble out of turn 4 on his second lap. Kind of slowed him down to get a better advantage. Anyway, let's take a look at Ross Chastain, your Coca-Cola 600 winner. He won last week in the first race at Charlotte on the oval. Maybe he can do it again today at Iowa for the first running at this track as well. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. Denny Hamlin, William Byron take on the first row, as well as Ryan Blaney and Joey Logano in the second. Chase Elliott and Michael McDowell. Way to go for Michael McDowell, qualifying in the top 6. Look out for him. He said that car's tuned up. He thinks that car can go to the front. As well as Josh Berry and Ty Gibbs qualifying great in this race in row 6. Kyle Busch and Brendan Queen in row 7. Very good qualifying effort for Brendan Queen in his first ever Cup start. As well as Kurt Busch, didn't have the greatest qualifying lap, but he's still in there. As well as Eric Jones, Tyler Reddick. Watch out for him. He started around mid-pack. Hopefully he can fight his way to the front and get some points to keep this playoff battle alive. But Chase Elliott starts way better than him, so I have to keep an eye on him because Chase Elliott right now, if the race ended how they're starting, he'd be ahead of him in points. So after all this controversy of the playoff standings, we're getting ready to go and head into battle for the Iowa Speedway, the first running at this track. We're going to take a commercial break, and I'll be ready to commentate this thing. The field is ready, and the pace truck is getting ready to pull in. The green flag's flying. We're underway at Iowa. Denny Hamlin will lead him down into turn 1. He will clear the 24 William Byron with Ryan Blaney following through. Hamlin dives it down in turn 3 and 4 with Ryan Blaney clearing, and now Chase Elliott, who needs points today, down by 4. Now in the top 3 is Blaney with a big run to the inside. He goes in the grass, and now the 3 wide behind is splitting Hamlin. Hamlin is falling back. Here comes Martrix Jr. He started 7th today, all the way up to 1st on lap 2. What a run for the 19 crew, Martrix Jr. He's your season 4 champion. Hasn't won yet since the Phoenix race last. Oh, Chase Elliott around. Spinning through the front straightaway, and that's going to cause an upset in the playoff standings. Chase Elliott goes around, looks like off the bumper of McDowell, but he'll be able to get that car back around, and he'll be able to fire it up. Let's take a look. You can't really see it, but it looks like McDowell might have came up off turn 4, clipped his rear bumper. Man, McDowell he might not realize what he just caused. Chase Elliott, if he can't get back in that top 10, Reddick was looking pretty fast before that caution. So the 9 crew have to get that car fixed back up, but we'll go to a commercial break and see what they can do. Welcome back to Iowa Speedway, where Martrix Jr. will lead the field back to green. Byron 3 wide, in the grass, back in the inside wall, into traffic. Logano in the catch fence, and he's upside down. Logano upside down here at Iowa Speedway. He climbed all over the back of Kyle Larson, and he flew into the catch fencing. Oh my gosh. They better get the paramedics out there. It doesn't look, oh my, oh. Red flag is displayed immediately after this crash. Let's take a look at a replay. Man, looks like Trixie didn't get a good start. Man, he just clipped Byron, sent him in the infield. Look, oh, it was Denny Hamlin who he climbed over. But he flew over top of Larson, and the nose just clips the catch fence. Oh, man, that's awful. But then, take a look at slow motion. It hit Byron's quarter panel, hopped him up, climbed over Hamlin, and went on top of Larson. And then Gibbs piled underneath of Logano. That's just, he got hit from all different directions. William Byron sent through the grass. Logano up on top of the field. into the catch fencing at Iowa Speedway. Just a nasty, nasty wreck. They're going to have to get this cleaned up after this long red flag, because I'm pretty sure 13 cars were involved in this thing. And look at all the drivers involved in this wreck. Oh. Austin Cindric fighting for a playoff spot, also involved. After we get all this cleaned up, we'll get back racing after this commercial break. Welcome back to Iowa Speedway. After that nasty crash, Ryan Blaney and Michael McDowell will lead him to green. McDowell final line. No, he's not. Bumper to the back of the 12. Here comes the 34 to the lead. Michael McDowell up front. You heard what he said about his race car. He said it was fast, and he's proving it right now. Michael McDowell leading laps at Iowa Speedway, but look who's in second. Kyle Busch. He's your regular season points leader, and he's showing you why. He's been so consistent this year. His worst finish is 10th, but we got another driver moving through the field. It's Brad Keselowski, your Martinsville winner. He's been passing many cars since that restart, but Michael McDowell in control of this thing with Kyle Busch staying in distance from him. There's Bowman the Showman in third place. He finished second last race at Charlotte as he was beating and banging with Chastain, but couldn't get the finish. Oh, one tire. Kyle Busch hard on the outside wall. Back in the inside wall. Your regular season points leader crashes out here at Iowa. Kyle Busch, major issues for the 8 team as he's going to slide from the outside wall and back to the inside wall with a blown tire. Hard hit. And Alex Bowman, who's fighting for a playoff spot, far distance in the points, but he's still fighting for it. Barely misses this crash. As there's Keselowski, you see he was about to pass Alex Bowman before that caution came out. He was getting really fast, running those fast laps, and the caution comes out, bunches the field back together. So Keselowski will have another opportunity to take the win away from Mike McDowell, but we'll get to a commercial break and see what he can do. Welcome back to Iowa Speedway. 2 laps to go for Michael McDowell, leading him back to green. Michael McDowell trying to get Front Row Motorsports their first ever career win in the NASCAR 3M Cup Series. As Keselowski now in the second, he is clear from Alex Bowman. Here comes Kurt Busch on Alex Bowman. 1 lap to go, presented by Osborne Off-Road. Michael McDowell, he's from Glendale, Arizona, trying to get his first career win, but Keselowski's coming. He's closed the gap, going in 3 and 4. Keselowski deep in turn, into the wall, and out of turn 4. Michael McDowell, welcome to the playoffs. McDowell will win at Iowa. Keselowski will round out third place after hitting the wall, but the story is Michael McDowell getting his first career win in the 3M Cup Series. Let's see how he did it. Michael McDowell, he takes the white flag. Keselowski's closing the gap in, but McDowell holding strong, not making any mistakes, still running his line, but Keselowski just looks faster, but he drives it in too deep. Into the wall he goes, and off turn 4, Michael McDowell punches his ticket into the playoffs with a win. He's struggled all season long, but today, he is the victor, and he will win his first career race at Iowa. He will lock himself into the playoffs. Let's take a look at your results. Kurt Busch with a second place finish. That'll tie him for the regular season points lead going into Lawrenceville for the regular season finale. As Michael McDowell once again wins his race. Keselowski gets third place. Really good run. His first ever good run since Martinsville. As we'll take a look at your regular season standings right here. It's Kyle Busch and Kurt Busch tied for the points lead with Tyler Reddick, who's third now in the regular season standings, with Ryan Blaney in fourth, Kyle Larson in fifth, and Chris Buescher, who's in sixth, and he's just outside the playoffs right now by 2 points behind Tyler Reddick, who has 22, and he's 2 points above. Kyle Busch locked into the playoffs with his great runs this season. He DNF'd to Iowa, but it doesn't matter because he's locked in. But now it's the fight between Toyota, Ford, and Chevrolet, who's 8th, 9th, and 10th. But after this great race at Iowa, we'll see you in Lawrenceville for the Firecracker 100.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.